guys, so I'm making mashed potatoes to go with the ham that I popped in the oven earlier. That is a little dollop of cream cheese. I have some butter in there, salt and pepper, and a little bit of coconut milk, unsweetened. And then there's the ham. It's all roasted and purdy. And that's going to be dinner tonight. This would be a fun video to make. I'm using my wood cook stove. It's a Quaker model. And I looked this up online, and it took me a long time to find it. And I want to say it was like made in like 1900 or 1920. It's quite old. It's at least 100 years old, which I thought was like really fascinating. I wasn't expecting it to be that old. I thought it would be at least from the 20s or 30s, especially in the condition that it's in. But the guy that we bought it from had actually redone it, so I think so myself. He did a fantastic job. This piece is absolutely beautiful. I am sauteing up garlic, onions, and carrots. And I put a little spice blend in here, salt, pepper, and some Italian seasonings. And I am making a shepherd's pie. I don't normally put carrots in shepherd's pie, but I kind of spaced out. I was thinking for a minute that I was making like chicken pot pie. So I threw some carrots in there. And I kind of stopped myself before I got to the celery. I was like, wait, it's a different meal. I've been cooking for so long that I just shoot from the hip a lot of the time. That's why I have a hard time with measuring, because I just sprinkle it on there. I kind of know how much, you know. But in this instance, I'll give you some guesstimates. So I probably used a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and a half a teaspoon of the Italian herbs. And sauteing this up, I put a little bit of tallow in here. And I was thinking that it was beef tallow that I was using, but it's not. It's bison. This is bison tallow. And if you notice, a lot of times, like a lot of the recipes I use fats from meats that I've rendered. And that is like the absolute easiest thing to do in the universe. And one day I'll do a video on that and show you how I do it. I have one explaining it that I'll post at some point, but I'm going to show you one on exactly how I do it. And it works out really good, because you want to clean the fat so that you don't, except for with baking grease, I never clean that. I just throw that in a jar and call it a day. But the other ones I do clean, because the bacon fat, you don't have a lot of it, so you tend to use it up pretty quick. Like fast enough for it to not go rancid. But with tallow and stuff, you get quite a bit of it. Like you get probably a pint every time you roast up a couple of bones. So you really want to clean that so that it doesn't go rancid on you. Because if you leave the particles from the beef in there, it only has the shelf life not much longer than what you would have for like a soup or whatever you cook the beef as, so maybe like a week or two. But if you clean it, it lasts for months. So I'll show you guys how to do that one day. Kind of dark in this room, but it's pretty. I like it. So old school. It makes me wonder, like, who used this stove, you know? Who owned it and who cooked on it. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. So, that is going. And I will come back when I'm going to add in my ground meat. Now normally, like traditionally, if I was making a traditional shepherd's pie, this would be ground lamb or ground beef. Mostly ground lamb is what the traditional is. But I am not going to use ground lamb. I'm actually going to do ground turkey, because I had gotten another deal at the grocery store. This was a while back ago. And they had, I'm going to show you guys really quick. They had these on sale. These are normally $6.99 for a package. And it's a 1 pound of ground organic turkey. And I got it for $4.68 a pound. And I want to say I bought 5 or 6 of these, and I just brought them home and put them in the freezer as is. Alright. so I put my turkey meat in and I'm just browning that up. And the wood stoves is really fun, but it definitely cooks a little bit more slowly most of the time than a traditional range. So I can imagine, like, when I think back to, you know, the pioneer times and even beyond that, when they were using these things, it's like, wow, you really had to exercise some patience. You know, I can imagine that it would have made your work so much longer than it does today. We're so lucky today to have everything we have, technology-wise, you know, and how far we've come in just 100 years, you know. It's quite amazing, really. So now we're going to add the corn. I'm just going to do this whole jar, to be honest. It's a lot of corn, but it tastes really good. It's so nice having your own stuff. And normally we do grow corn. This year we didn't because we were focusing on a lot of other things. But we have in the past, and it's delicious. But I have a neighbor that is like one street over, and it's another farm, and he grows corn abundantly, and he sells it for almost nothing. In fact, I had to force him into taking extra money for the huge bushel that he gave me. I kind of like gave it to him and then ran away because I knew he would notice, and he certainly did. He called me and asked me if I wanted more corn, and I said absolutely not. He works so hard. There's a lot of corn and pumpkins. We grow pumpkins too. Not on the level that he does though. We're many. He grows like crazy amounts. They probably have, I want to say they're probably on 100 acres at least. And we're only on 12. That, what I just poured in, some chicken bone broth and some tapioca starch. I'm just going to kind of let that do its thing a bit for a moment. And I'm going to add a little more chicken broth because I don't think we have enough. Some more broth. I am just going to let this kind of thicken up a bit with the starch. And once that thickens up, then I can put my potatoes over the top. I made mashed potatoes earlier that I served with some ham. And then I realized that I had the turkey meat in the fridge and that I had to do something with it. And so I decided to do a shepherd's pie. So what I did was I took the mashed potatoes, and I'm going to be making potato salad too. So I just took like a handful of the extra potatoes, and I took like a scoop of the mashed potatoes. I mashed them together, and then I added a bunch of bone broth to it to kind of thin it out a bit, because then it's just easier to spread onto the pie. And then we are going to bake it and get it nice and golden brown and delicious. That's really starting to thicken up now. See how it's like bubbling? Especially on the edges there. It's starting to thicken. And that will make a nice little broth underneath there. It's nice and creamy. So now I'm going to put the potatoes on. Okay, I got the potatoes on. They're lightly on, but they're there. So the next step is you want to pop it in the oven, and I'll come back when it's done. Right? This is about done. Pop it out. See what we get. Just took it out a minute ago and dotted it with some butter. Oh yeah.